a lot of people end up talking to Yellowdig because they need to find a discussion forum replacement. They think their LMS discussion forum is clunky, you know, not great, slow, or some other adjective that may not be as flattering. So, you know, that's how people mostly encounter Yellowdig in a lot of cases, and you know, want to use it for their courses. And one thing I like to always remind people as they're thinking about Yellowdig and how to design with Yellowdig is to think about, why do your learners really need discussions? There's a lot of potential answers to this question, but we find that most people, you know, provide the ones that are on this next slide. And I would argue that students really don't need discussions, they need learning communities. But the things that people will mention are things like connecting learning to the real world, building engagement, getting exposure to cutting edge information, learning to synthesize and compromise with other students, overcoming siloed thinking, just having some friends to kind of work through a course with and get over sort of frustration. Um, Maybe it's really to improve instructor presence within the course. All of these things are really served by creating a good learning community. And if you think about the standard discussion experience, part of the reason that it feels like a failure to a lot of people is because it doesn't encourage most of the things that people are hoping to encourage with a peer-to-peer interaction or a social learning tool. So when you're thinking about how to use Yellowdig and thinking about whether the sort of open-ended version of a community that we're suggesting will work, think about how it might impact these other areas as well, and how important those really are to the learning experience for students.